offensive meeting room like after a game like that?
Well, when a number's that staggering, when you're talking 6, 7, 8 sacks, not a good feeling. But it gives us an opportunity to work and to grow from something like that. Okay, so something obviously was not going right. So try to take that, because again, if that's not going right in that game, it's probably going to lead on to the next and the next and the next. So address that problem and be able to grow from that. That's kind of what we did. I mean, there's been cases, Penn State, we didn't have a good game. There was not a good outing across the board. It wasn't just one person in particular or two people, three. It was across the board. And you must be able to take that accountability on yourself as a player and to make sure that, hey, I failed in this spot, so I need to get better at that. I need to get better in this particular situation. I need to pay attention to this more, body language, etc.
I think when I walked up, you were talking about somebody not pointing fingers. Has that changed or evolved? I'm not sure who you were talking about.
We were talking about Isaiah. Yeah,
Okay.
we were talking about his growth just from the beginning of the bowl season, from the last game of the season to where he is now and the growth that he's had. I mean, it's just excellent. I mean, again, you have he's 19, 20 years old, have a young man, be able to take that accountability and grow from it. I mean, it's excellent to watch that.
When you looked at the last game and that staggering sack number, how many times did you watch that, and what did you see that you guys had to get corrected up front? I mean, you still won the game. You ran the ball well, but yeah.
If there was one thing in particular, I can't say that there's one thing in particular. I mean, a sack is based on it. There's so many different things that could be put into it. Communication between the offensive line. It's just to really continue to polish our skills within each other and make sure that chemistry is flowing. If a guy gets beat one-on-one, if I get beat one-on-one, then that's something on me. But if it's, okay, hey, I didn't hear this call, or I didn't hear this communication, I didn't know what we were doing, those are, you can eliminate 2-3 out of that immediately just based on that. So guys don't get smoked every single play. There's some other complication that's in it. So that's, again, we just have to continue to work on our communication and our chemistry, and then things get,
I think a lot of people look at Clemson and they say one of the things that they do best is get to the passes, and their defensive line's really good.
So they got like 36 sacks or something like that.
And we're not saying that nobody is incapable of blocking, but there are other things that can be done to compensate for a pretty good rush defense. I mean, how well do you guys think that the quick passing games come along, and have you guys, felt like a progression in a way that you're confident you can deal with that?
Absolutely. I mean, we're confident, going into this game where, we've prepared, as have Clemson. They're confident, they're prepared, and everything else. As far as, let's do this to help out this player, or let's do you just got to run our game plan. I'm very confident in our coaches and what we've prepared for. Nothing in particular like, hey, we have to completely change our offensive, mindset and how we attack somebody, just because, a deficiency, like if I can't block somebody, like, no, we're going to make sure that, I have to get better. So we're going to run what we run. It's just that player has to get better, and that's what we've done over the past couple weeks.
You've